Hey y'all, I wanted to talk about Chrisean Rock, right? And what toxic men can do to you and how they tear you down. She is, you guys know that she is with Blueface, that rapper. She actually, a lot of people talk about her on Instagram like she's a fool or she's just a basic chicken head. She's not a basic chicken head. This young lady, she's college educated. She was a track star. She has a lot going for herself. She just needed the right opportunity with the right people. This girl's from Baltimore. She grew up in the ghetto and she had a really hard life. At the end of the day, I was watching the Shade Room interview of her, and she's an intelligent young lady and she had a hard life and she just want love. She seems like a good person. This is not that channel that bashes people and tears them down for popularity. It's not about that. I just wanted to talk about this topic because I just found it very interesting how he really changed her. She was a clean cut, beautiful girl, and it looked like he really tear her down. This is what toxic love does to you. They met at his house when he was taping his reality show called Blue Girls Club. Now, this guy is one of those guys that love to have women fighting over him. The triangulation, that's what narcissists do. They love to have women fighting over them. That boosts their ego, that makes them feel strong, powerful, sexy, wanted, or whatever. That boosts their ego. So, I don't know. A lot of men are not taught how to love properly, especially in the black community. So maybe this is his version of love. Maybe this is what he thinks love is, the selfishness. Because a lot of times I notice in the black community that the women are the ones who get disciplined, and but when it comes to the men are always being enablers. They can't do nothing wrong. They're always a victim, especially when it comes to these narcissists and their mothers. Some of these women act like their sons are God's gift, and the sons cannot do no wrong. They don't correct the son, they don't discipline the son. The woman is always the problem. Chrisean Rock literally had to fist fight his mother. And I heard, and in the interview in the Shade Room, the mother is the one who attacked her, and she said, "No, I don't want to fight nobody's mom." No, the mom came after her. I guess the mom preferred his baby mom, the woman before her. So I guess the mom won't keep her nose out of their business, and it gets aggravating. Not only are you being cheated on, you're being torn down. The mom is jumping in, everybody's jumping against you. I could only imagine what this girl is going through. Some of these mothers are secretly jealous of their sons' girlfriends and wives, and they'll do anything to sabotage that relationship, including hooking them up with another woman. You don't know how far these women will go. That's another issue she has to deal with that makes the relationship so toxic. This is a really bad situation. It's draining. I don't know how she does this. Then she has to deal with his baby mom, and every time you're dealing with a narcissist, trust me, there's always some chick on the side, baby mama drama. There's always something. That's a sign of a toxic man. It's always a baby mama, side piece, somebody. So she got to deal with that, draining her. Plus, the worst part about it, he just had a child with another woman, right? Not only did he have a child with another woman, she was totally broken when she was pregnant as well. And he made her have an abortion with his child. You know how broken she was over that? When she spoke about that on the Shade Room, I felt bad for her. Because think about it. How can you say that you love me and you're having a child or creating a family with another woman? I don't see that as love. You don't love me. You love yourself. That's what I think. I just think he's a narcissist and he only loves himself, and he gets amused and it gets him pumped up or gets excited when the women are fighting over him, because his baby mom, she have a right to feel away too, because she was with him before he met Chrisean Rock. She was with him first, the mother of his child. So I'm sure she's gonna be hurt. Obviously, he's playing them both, and not only that, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I saw his baby mom come up on Instagram saying, oh, he's with you, but he ate my you know what and you know what, her groceries or whatever the case may be. So he's still sleeping with the mother of his child. And, you know, they even fought. She fought the mother of his child. The mother of his child walked in on her naked in bed, and they fought. They literally had a fist fight. I mean, imagine what that's doing to that girl. It's draining her. It's just crazy. Toxic relationships, it will drain you. It change you as a person. He's playing them both. I don't blame the his baby mom though. I don't blame her at all. But I'm just saying, it's crazy that he calls that love. You don't care anything about how she feels. You're having a family with another woman while you're making her abort hers. Like, that must have been devastated. And you know what? Um, she even got his face tattooed on her neck, and she have multiple tattoos of him on her body. After, I think it's four or five tattoos she said she has of him, either his name or his face. Tattoos are permanent, so she's definitely never planning to leave this guy. And I'm not saying that this guy doesn't love her, Blueface doesn't love her. I'm saying that it's a toxic relationship, it's toxic love, because these men are programmed to be like this. The ones with all the baby moms and all that stuff like that, they're programmed to be like this. They have one baby mama here, and then they have another baby mama there. But this one, he only has one baby mom. But so he's making his side chicks have abortions and get rid of his babies. I mean, and it's kind of dangerous, a guy that's having babies all over the place because they don't use protection. I hope he grows up. I do believe that he does love her, but I believe that he's just programmed that way, and she is programmed that way too, because they grow up seeing this type of behavior and they think that's healthy love. So for two people to be in a toxic relationship, they both have to be toxic. It's not just one person. They both, because she puts hands on him, she beats him, she hits him. You know what I'm saying? And he's not sometimes he's defending himself, but he's not really beating her. He's defending himself, and but she's so angry because of the things that he put her through. And that could make you blow up. Somebody keep on provoking you like that. A narcissist like that could drive you crazy. But again, that's how these guys are programmed. That's how they are. They think it's okay. And if he don't change, he could really drive this girl crazy and tear her down. If he really loves this girl, he needs to change his ways and stop that selfishness. She even got her tooth knocked out on his reality show, and she replaced her tooth with a permanent picture of Blueface. That is hilarious. This girl really loves this guy, and he's playing her back and forth with his baby mom. He needs to change and do better. Otherwise, he's going to drive her crazy. I'm afraid something bad is going to happen. She was, even when she got locked up and she was in jail, she said that she found peace. She was more at peace in jail. She got, because she goes through so much. She has her whole family depending on her. She doesn't need this guy. This guy better do better. This girl is a college graduate and an athlete. She's beautiful and she's talented. And she was so clean cut. And look what a toxic relationship can do to you. Like, seriously, like, I know how these guys could drain you. I was definitely with one of them. These men will drive you completely insane. All these women on Snap, ladies, be careful of the man you're allowing to bring you down. Love yourself, man. It's better to be alone, work before you be in a relationship with somebody who's dragging you down and someone who's so selfish. This is his idea of love. Clearly, he thinks he loves her because he's not going nowhere. This is definitely his idea of love. He believes that he loves her, but he needs to get rid of that selfishness and start treating her better, because that girl looks like she drinks all the time. Even the baby mom looks like they're always drinking. I wanted to talk about this topic because it just shows how toxic men could really change you as a person. Hopefully she's changed for the better and not for the worse, but it looks like he's really dragging her down, and she doesn't look like the same person. Her brother had to intervene. And if your parents, your family is intervening in your relationship, that means it's a serious problem. And hopefully he could look within himself and realize what he's doing to this girl, and they could work on a better, healthier relationship, or go their separate ways, because he thinks it's love. I'm sure he loves her. They love each other. They're together. They're never not together. So hopefully they could, clean up their act and do better, and they could live happily ever after. If not, it's not going to end well. Somebody could really seriously get hurt. And it's better to be by yourself, ladies, because a lot of women are going through this type of fighting relationship secretly. So it's better to be by yourself than to live like this. Work on yourself, make your money. And that's the message that I preach. Let go of the toxicity, work on yourself, get therapy if you need it. All right. So Real Talk New York with Janique. Big up yourself, lodge up yourself. Like, share, subscribe.